When you hear that you've won just 2 of your last 7, how much of a worry is that?
Yeah, of course it's a concern. It feels like
That's 6 maximum points out of 21.
No, it's not great. Obviously, you said there.
Terrible.
Draw against Wolves, draw against Brentford. Yes, beat Leeds in the league. Beat Sunderland in the league. Lost to Manchester United in the league. Drew with Forest. Drew with Liverpool. It's just come at the wrong time. But listen, Arsenal got to kind of shake this. They would hear all the noise as players. You hear all the noise, what everyone's saying. You'd be having not even so much conversation, but last 3 years you've come second. The players don't want that to happen again because effectively when you're talking about bottle, you're not talking about the supporters. You're talking about the players, so they're going to take it personally as well. So, but they've got to get out of this. They have to mentally, because I think that's the problem. Mentality. They've got to get out of it.
I think you've got to be careful that you don't walk the streets alone through a kingdom made of chrome. That doesn't mean anything. I see them ripping up the cobbles and tearing down our childhood homes. Who puts the word architecture in a song? I see the architecture changing. Watch the history disappear. I'm watching that happening. See the history, the skyline rearranging in towers of veneer. Who's written that? North London forever. Whatever the weather. Who's come up with? I mean, what rhymes with forever? Weather? Yeah, stick that in. That works. Should we go to the phone lines? Oh, there aren't any calls yet. Let me ask you some more questions. How big is...
I don't answer any more questions. Joe, put the calls through.
How big is the game at the weekend?
It's massive. Just for derby reasons. What's funny?
I just can't believe the capitulation that's happened again.
Listen, at the moment, we're still light at the end of the tunnel because they are still at top. But,
yeah, that's correct. Let's talk about facts. You are right.
But I don't like what I'm seeing in terms of because again, Arsenal didn't lose, but it feels like a defeat because you go 2-0 up against Wolves, who have been like statistically the worst team potentially in Premier League history in terms of their points total. You go 2-0 up, so great start, and you can't bring that home. That's where I'm a little bit concerned, and this is where it feels a little bit. Now, listen, I hope I'm wrong, completely wrong, but it just feels like what we've seen. The first year it happened when they finished second. No one really expected it because it came out of nowhere. They played this free-flowing football. It was lovely. But then the next year, everyone went, right, this is their time. It doesn't happen. You finish second. Then last year, you go, okay, it's finally going to happen. They finished second. But it felt like around this time, it started to change again.
This was the squad. You've got the squad.
You
went out, you got Yorkers.
Yeah.
There's not one gap.
No.
Two players for every
And this
position.
is where my concern is because realistically, Arteta, as a manager, who I'm still a big fan of, I'm still behind him 100%, has been given everything now. Like there's 2 players literally for every position.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come home now, then what can I say?
All jokes aside, right? All jokes aside, and it's difficult for me to move jokes aside when I'm talking about your side. I don't necessarily see the benefit of sacking Arteta. As in, if you get a new manager, right?
There's
2 sides to this
start again.
If you don't get over the line this season, I think he has to go. Because then it's a thing. And you start questioning, he obviously hasn't got the minerals to get you over the line. That's a fact. But then again, the risk is, the flip side, a new manager is going to rip up the team he's got and make it his own. Yeah. Then it's going to cost you another £1 billion and there's no guarantee. Yeah. I don't really know what you do next.
Although
if you lose this, like if you win the FA Cup, that's not enough. If you win the League Cup, that's not enough. But Arsenal fans will go, well, we won a trophy.
No, do you know what it is? I think we're certainly with Arteta and a new manager. It's not so much starting again, really, because the squad's already set. Do you know what I mean? The squad's there. Declan Rice, you hope, signs a new contract. Saka just signed a new contract. So I think, was it Saliba or Gabriel recently signed a new contract as well? So the squad's there. You just bought Gyökeres. He's just come in.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm fully behind him. I'm fully behind him, Arteta. But at some point, you've got to get over the line. You've been given everything you want. What are you reading
I'm
now?
just reading lyrics.
More lyrics.
North London forever.
Mate, listen, this ain't Virgin.
Every time I hear the old school talk about the good old days,
what's going on there?
Or every time I watch the football and have a ruby with the lads. I don't think the Ivan Novello Award came for that singer-songwriter. Kobe is an Arsenal fan. Hello, Kobe.
How's it going, gents? How are you? You all right?
Oh, great, man. I'm great. Are you enjoying me reading out the lyrics of North London Forever?
Yeah, I've been laughing, to be fair. And to be honest, I feel for Benty because I've been absolutely slammed by all of the lads in the group chat today. So that's always great.
Good. It's all friendly fun, right?
It is, mate. Yeah. Well, no,
I wouldn't call it fun.
I would.
I wouldn't call it fun either. I think that's what I was going to ask. I was just going to say, like, Mate, we're talking a lot about, like, I said this to Jeff and McCoy the other day. Like, I don't understand. We talk about Arsenal bottling it, but what about Arteta? Like, I get so frustrated with him sometimes. It's like he has already pre-chosen subs to come on at like 60 minutes. It's always the same point in the game that he's bringing subs on. It's always usually the same calculated subs. So Jesus for Gyökeres, or you got Marino coming on for Zubimendi. It's just like, I don't understand even what our style of play is at the moment. I mean, can you guys tell me like what our style of play is?
At the minute, it's lethargic. That's what I do know, because it's way too slow. Way too slow. There's no intensity to the passing. Like, at the minute, we're keeping the ball for the sake of keeping it without any purpose. And listen, I know there is purpose to it, because they're trying to, but it just doesn't look like it. Like, there's no energy. Like, when we win the ball back, can we break really quickly? Can we get into the attacking half and then pin them in? It just goes back to the goalkeeper, back to Gabriel, back to Saliba.
I also think moving someone like Saka, if I'm a left back and I see the team sheet and Saka's playing number 10, I'm like over the moon.
I didn't mind that.
But why are you doing that? You just wouldn't do that with other... No big managers, when you're getting to such an important part of the season, will move one of their top key players out of position.
No, but it's about getting him in the right areas. And
no, but the right areas is where he plays every... You wouldn't do... I've never seen Salah play a 10.
No, but then Salah's numbers are ridiculous. He's a kind of an anomaly, but I've seen...
Well, he's not, though, D. That's my point.
Yeah, but listen, I've seen France play Mbappe, left wing, striker, and 10. And that's Mbappe.
But he can do that. He plays that role.
Yeah, but no, he doesn't play
Saka
10.
Doesn't.
Yeah, but Mbappe's not a 10. But I've seen him play it.
But it doesn't mean it's right, because you've seen Mbappe do it.
My point is, I didn't mind it, because Madueke, good, get him on the pitch, get Saka into attacking areas, left wing, Martinelli starts. So I ain't got a problem with that. And to be fair, it worked, because he scored straight away at the start of the game. But
by the way, defending was all.
Appalling.
You could have a little header flick, a little like that.
And the 6-yard box as well.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Daniel's an Arsenal fan. Hi, Daniel. Daniel.
Hi, guys.
Hi, man.
Good, great show as always.
Thanks, Daniel. How are you today?
I'm not sure about that, but yeah.
Do you know what? Whenever it's Arsenal, it just seems like everybody jumps on the bandwagon. And I know why it is. It's because you're all scared that if we do get this over the line, we're going to dominate. We're going to dominate for years, and you know it. And also...
Can I just stop you there? Just sorry. The reason everyone wants Arsenal to fall down isn't because of what you just said. It's because people like you come on and say that about Arsenal. That's why.
No, you know, if we don't win the league this year, then let's not panic. Let's not go sacking Arteta. You know, he's got us to where we are now. Hasn't quite got us over the line yet, but it's coming, and you all know it's coming.
No,
but,
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I've said it's not coming. I have. I've said Man City will win it.
About 15, 20 minutes ago, you said, Andy, Arsenal have blown a 9-point lead. It's never been 9 points. You're counting when City were losing to Liverpool mid-game.
Yeah, that's no. But
finished yet.
That's what I said. I said with 6 minutes to go as a 9-point lead. That's exactly what I said.
But you can't count a 9-point lead mid-game. At the end of the fixture, when the results are finished for the weekend, that's when you look at the table.
Yeah, but I think you'll find I can quote whatever I want.
Oh, all right. Oh, listen, you know what, Daniel? Listen, there he is. Okay. There he is.
Daniel, let me ask you this. With 6 minutes to go, was it a 9-point lead?
No, it wasn't.
Well, how many points? Okay. How many points was it?
He wasn't watching.
It was, what would it have been? 7 at that point?
No. With 6 minutes to go, what was the gap?
I don't count results mid-fixture.
I know, but I'm asking you the answer to that question.
If that game ended with Liverpool...
No. I'm not saying if you blow the whistle there. I'm just saying, at that stage, what was the gap?
Yeah. It was 9.
Okay, well, that's all I said.
Fair enough. But it's always whenever it's Arsenal, like 22, 23 season.
It's not. It's when it's any team. I've done it to Man City. I've done it to Liverpool. Liverpool, we've bashed loads on this show. It's any team. That's what we do as football fans. It's not a personal thing.
I thought it feels personal.
It's not personal.
Do you know what kills me as well is everyone always comes out with the line, if they don't do it this year, then they're never going to do it. I've been hearing that for like 3 or 4 years. Next season
they've been right.
Will be back. Chelsea will be back. Man United will be back. And every year, Man United haven't been back for donkey's years.
They were back 3 weeks ago, weren't they?
What, one game?
Yeah.
One game. Let's see where you guys finish.
We'll
win it. We'll win it, Andy. And
Daniel, I don't think you will win it, honestly.
Do you know what? A couple of weeks ago, I was confident. I'm not going to lie. We have we've lost our form. We need to get it back quickly, and there's no better game than this weekend to go and put them further in the relegation battle and get ourselves back on track.
Can I ask, if you don't beat Spurs,
Yeah.
do you think you've got problems?
I think if we lose, we've got problems.
Okay. But a draw, no, you're okay.
It's not ideal. A draw's not good enough. We need the 3 points, but I think a draw keeps us in that conversation of it's going to. We're still only in February. There's a long way to go.
Okay, good call, very good call. Hussein's up next. Hi, Hussein.
Hi. It's not ideal. A draw's not.
Can you turn your radio off and not down, please, because we're getting feedback.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear, but I'm just saying, can you turn your radio off?
Yeah, I've turned the radio off.
Superstar, how are you?
I'm just upset with you because you're just making it personal.
What?
Let me ask you something, Andy.
Personal to who?
Let me ask you. All right, no, fair enough. Not personal, but the way you're talking, it's like you support Man U, right?
Yeah.
When was the last time Man U won a Premier League?
2013.
2013.
When was the last time Arsenal won
That
the
wasn't a
Premier
question.
League?
That wasn't a question.
No, I'm asking one back. We'll have one question each.
It's about 20. It's about 20 years ago, 22 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now you're scared if Arsenal do it this season.
Yeah.
All the pressure is gonna go to Man U. Oh, they haven't won it for 13 years.
No, but the
This
pressure's
is why
always on Man United. We're the biggest side in the world. The pressure's always on us.
Oh, come off it, mate. Yes, that was a long time ago. Right now, you're looking at City, Bayern Munich, and these are the big teams.
Yeah.
Not Man U. Man U, they've been there and gone.
Okay. Are Arsenal a big team?
Anyway. Sorry, yeah, of
They're
course.
a big team. Okay.
Because we are going places, and this is what.
Where are you going?
You guys.
Where are you going?
We're gonna. I'll tell you what, Andy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Andy.
Go on.
This is my prediction.
Okay.
It's gonna come to the last game of the season. Arsenal playing Crystal Palace and Man City playing Aston Villa, and Arsenal are gonna win, and Man City are gonna win, but we're gonna win the Premier League.
Okay.
And I'll call you back to remind you of this.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
How about that?
If you don't, what happens?
You decide if it doesn't.
No, I'm saying if you don't
decide.
win, I'm not talking about a forfeit. I'm saying if you don't win the league, what
I am
happens?
confident.
No, I know you're
I'm
confident. I
confident
know
we're
that, but
gonna
no
win the
one's
league.
got a crystal ball. If you don't win the league, what happens?
But you don't have the crystal ball either.
No,
But
I'm
you're
saying.
talking as if we're not gonna win.
I know, but I'm asking you what happens if you don't win it.
We continue.
Okay.
There's always next season. We're gonna keep continue. I'm not gonna sack Arteta. We'll keep Arteta, and we're gonna keep continue.
Continue what? To get
If
second?
If Tottenham won a European Cup, that if I asked you last season, are they gonna win it? You would have said no. Man United are gonna win it, but they did. They beat Man U in the final.
You know, what can I
And
ask?
that's
Why do you
what-
keep talking about Man United on a day we're talking about Arsenal?
Because you're upset because Arsenal is doing better than Man U.
Well, they're
my
not. Last
issue
time
with
we played you, we beat you.
Yes, a one-off. Come on.
Oh, that was a lucky
Oh,
goal.
lucky.
Come off
Okay.
it, man.
No, it was lucky. Yeah.
Honestly,
The way Cunha curled that into the corner
Tell
from
you.
outside the area. that
you
was-
know, you just here making people angry. And do you know what, Joe? I
Do you know
love
what?
it.
Do you
I
know
love
what?
it.
Here's the ironic thing. Your club are making your fans angry. No, it doing me.
No, you're no.
I'll tell you why. Because your fans wake up angry before we've come on air.
No. You're
Oh,
winding
mate,
them up.
What, are you joking?
No.
Arsenal fans woke up with a spring in their step. Did
No,
they?
no,
Until 4 o'clock, all Arsenal fans were singing from the rooftops.
No, they weren't singing from
Oh,
the rooftop.
what a
They were just like, do you know what?
beautiful-
You know what? We're in a bit of a tough spot, but we'll get through it.
Tough
and then,
what?
And it's tough spot. And then
Yeah.
they heard your voice, and they're like, you sent them into overdraft. Overdrive. Overdrive.
Your manager's got a huge overdraft.